Slut Shame Walk activist and founder Nsozi Mwazi joins us to educate us about this cause and just basically share more information about tomorrow's event. Nsozi, welcome to 99 FM.
Thank you for having me.
And we're so fortunate to have you. Hella excited. And we've been raving about your hair, so gorge, girl, gorge now.
Yes, we have to put effort in our hair because, I believe deliberate beauty is a way to fight patriarchy as well.
When now? Yes. I love that. Putting that on my next t-shirt.
Okay, I love that.
Deliberate beauty is the way I'm fighting the patriarchy.
Yes.
All of that.
Yes.
So let's talk about it. What is the Slut Shame Walk and why is it so necessary, especially now we're looking at the Namibian context?
Okay, well, I'll take you back. Well, the Slut Shame Walk first came about in 2018 because I was tired of reading the newspapers of women and girls getting raped every day. So I decided to contact a few women that I know, acquaintances, and we came together and we decided, I decided to have the Slut Shame Walk. So we planned to have it in April 2019 and we had over 200 protesters. So basically the Slut Shame Walk is a statement. It means the way we dress does not mean yes. And we're basically calling an end to victim blaming and rape culture because I believe in Namibia, the way we report stories, the way we talk about victims, the way we talk about rape and murder, and women specifically as victims, there's always an undertone of victim blaming, which I completely hate. So I got tired of seeing that in the Facebook comments and the way the media and the journalists would report stories. And I decided, you know what, it's time to make a statement that the way we dress does not mean yes. It is not my fault. Whether it is my behavior, my sexuality, none of that is my fault. The fault for rape is the rapist.
Exactly.
So what I did is I played with the word shame in it because across the world they have the Slut Walk, which is also the same thing, which is a celebration of sexual assault survivors and coming together for peaceful protest down whatever street they are in the world, and just to say the way they dress does not mean yes. But I added the word shame because Namibia likes to shame the victim a lot, and also to play with the word, the walk of shame phrase. When a woman has sex and after she leaves a man's place, it's called the walk of shame.
But there's no opposite for like if a guy
exactly.
does the same thing.
So that what I'm trying to do now is that we're taking the word slut back and we're walking down independence free of shame.
Exactly.
So it's a play on the walk of shame and slut and all of that. So that's how the slut shame came.
Seeing the patriarchy that still exists in Namibia.
Definitely.
How conservative we still are as a nation.
Yes.
How has been the response about the movement, especially having that such a big word slut, and we're walking. Hey, we're here.
We're here.
How has been that response and the feedback been like? Women also, because that's we want to empower the women. How has the women received it, and then society at large?
Well, okay, when we first had the walk in 2019, we got a lot of backlash. People were saying it's a walk of slay queens, but I don't consider slay queen a derogatory term, but it was turned into one. So that's why they said it's a bunch of slay queens, it's a bunch of hoes, it's just a bunch of girls that want to have sex. Yes, we want to have sex, but besides the point, we're here to make a statement that even if we want to have sex, that doesn't imply that you can rape us. You know what I mean?
You can treat us
exactly. So then after that, we had a lot of backlash and people said we missed the point with the attire, but I feel the attire is the most powerful point of the protest because this is our tool and this is what we use to make people uncomfortable, because I believe the best way, disruption, disrupt the patriarchy, and the best way to do it is to make people uncomfortable. And I feel when they see us walking down the street, they're uncomfortable with the thought that maybe it's really not the way they dress, maybe it's the rapist's fault. And I just want to start that conversation, and that's what we got started in 2019 as well. Some women felt that we are misrepresenting women with the way we dress and the name, and we've been asked many times to change the name even to something else, but I like the fact that the name makes people uncomfortable as well. So I feel if men can turn slay queen into a derogatory term, I can turn slut into a proper praising term. I mean, yes, we're all sluts at the end of the day because a slut is whatever a woman wants to be.
And what is the organization's hope now, especially for the future of body autonomy anti-GBV advocacy in Namibia, because that's the main aim. Let's forget about the dress code for a minute. It's okay,
yes,
but that just wakes you up to
yes,
the issue.
It just wakes you up.
Here are the real issues.
Yes. So as we know, 1 in 3 women in Namibia between the ages of 15 and 49 have experienced sexual violence before.
Reportedly. Even,
yeah, reported. This is only the reported,
yeah.
Exactly. So how many more out there that aren't reported? So it makes me wonder. It just shows how intense it is and how prevalent sexual gender-based violence in Namibia is. So for me, the Slut Shame Walk is here. We focus on women, embracing womanhood through sisterhood. It's an intersectional feminist movement as well. So we also focus on sexual reproductive rights, health, and also just sex positivity as a whole, because I do believe that one of the tools to combat sexual violence is sexual liberation.
Yeah.
So we also like to teach women about their bodies and consent, and also the boys that do come to the Slut Shame Walk, because that's the safe space, because the Slut Shame Walk is about anyone who has been sexually assaulted before and anyone who's experienced it indirectly or directly, because as I said, 1 in 3, and that has only been reported. So that means we've all experienced sexual violence in Namibia. Yes, whether it's our friend, our mother, it doesn't matter. The point is we have experienced it, and it's time to say no. So we're here to highlight that, and to especially highlight rape culture, because I believe our traditions, values, the way we look at things in Namibia is quite embedded in rape culture. So we want to also free the mind from the mental slavery of rape culture. And we do that through the Slut Walk, through workshops, and having talks and spreading infographics on social media.
So give us the deets for tomorrow, and your last message for Namibia. So how do we get involved? How do we get to walk? Where are we walking from to where?
Okay,
and,
so
social media handles, so we can keep abreast of the workshops that you're talking about.
All right, definitely. Thank you. So tomorrow, the 10th of April, is the annual Slut Shame Walk, and we'll be walking down Independence. So we meet at Aspenplaats Circle, close to the post office. Yes, we'll be meeting at 8:30 as we prepare for the walk. We'll have a small, short ceremony from 9 to 9:30, and we officially walk from 9:30. We walk down Independence all the way down. We'll have 2 silent protests. One will be at close to the intersection of Zoo Park, at the traffic intersection, and then the second one will be at the Independence Memorial Museum.
Straight ahead.
Yes, straight ahead. So we're gonna go all around, down Independence, up John Maynard, past the State House, at the Independence Museum, 5 minutes there, silent protest, and then we close off at the Bank Theatre School. And thereafter we'll have a workshop, which you have to sign up via our bio on our Instagram page. Yeah, which is the Slut Shame Walk, at the Slut Shame Walk on Instagram.
So there's only limited seats? What are we
Yes, it's limited to 80 attendees only for the workshop.
Definitely have to sign up.
Yeah, you have to sign up, and it's going to be beautiful. We have human defenders and activists like Linda Bauman, Calvin Fries, and Dilo coming to speak about different topics at the workshop. We'll also have an open mic, and we'll have 2 secret sunrise sessions. We have 2 facilitators, Patrick Sam and Florence Cajas, who will be leading the workshop of the focus group of the workshop. So it's going to be a lot of unlearning and relearning about rape culture, teaching about consent, what is not consent, and it's basically a feminist networking environment after the workshop, and that will end at 3 o'clock. So it will be an in and out situation. Yes, it's a full day of fighting patriarchy.
So we're not just here working, we're learning, learning, growth.
Exactly. And if you get hungry, there will be food and cool drink and juice available.
Okay. Cool.
Yes.
Social media handles for us to sign up and to keep abreast of info. Okay,
so as I said, Instagram it's Slut Shame Walk, Twitter it's Slut Shame Walk Nam, and our email address is slutshamewalknam@gmail.com.
Any final words, guys?
I'd just like to say, for those who can't come, we will feel your solidarity in spirit through sharing our social media, through encouragement, through providing a safe space for supporters and for survivors of sexual assault as well. And I also just like us to all challenge rape culture every time we see it, even if our voice shakes, because I know it can be scary. I mean, I've been slut shamed. When I handed in the protest, I was slut shamed at the police station when I was handing in the protest because I was wearing biker shorts. I didn't know there's a dress code at the police station.
That you have to go with.
Yes, I understand the court and the law, but the police station, anything can happen.
Yeah.
I can go to the police station anytime. So I feel the fact that I have to have a dress code is a bit redundant, but that's a topic for another day. So I was slut shamed literally by 4 police officers. They told me the way I dress is the reason I get raped. And it was hard, but I stood there and I was shaking and I stood my ground and I said, it's you guys that caused us to get raped. It's your fault as well. It was quite overwhelming, but we are here.
Triggering.
It's very, very, very triggering.
So
it's
triggering.
very, especially having people around you and just slut shaming you, like you really feel like you did something wrong, like you're doing.
And that's the shame that you're referring to. Like it's your fault.
Exactly, and now you get silenced even because you're like. But then I was scared because I'm at the police station, but I was like, no, this is wrong. And I told them, this is why women get raped. You are the reason as well for why women get raped. If you're going to blame my attire. Exactly. I highlighted that as well, but how this is a silencing tactic to shame me, to make me feel bad. And that's why I want us to be free of shame. And because shame is an important tool of oppression for patriarchy.
Very much
so we need to teach ourselves to be free of that.
Man, can't wait. So tomorrow it's going down, 8:30, you heard it here. 8:30 is going to be a full day worth of not just walking, but workshops. You know, a lot of speakers will be there, a lot of awakening will be there. So 8:30, if you want to follow them on any social media to keep abreast of things and just, you know, to be an ally, do so. Slut Shame Walk Namibia, or just Slut Shame on various platforms. Mr. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're always more than welcome. I mean, 99 FM is just like, this is your ally. The door is always open. The door
I believe you.
Come on through, drop on by, whatever you need, we got your back.
Thank you so much. And we appreciate 99 FM for not playing R. Kelly. We really do. It means it's the only station in Namibia, and we really appreciate it. We have to start somewhere.
Yeah, play our part.
Yes. Thank you.
And that was Nsozi Mwazi, who is the Slut Shame Walk activist and founder.